निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर ताय गौर प्रेमानंदे। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस प्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शती डिवाइन ग्रेस ऐसी भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रीला प्रभुपाद की। ISKCON फाउंडर आचार्य बीबीटी फाउंडर आचार्य सेवर ऑफ द होल वर्ल्ड श्रीला प्रभुपाद की। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस प्रजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी महाराज श्रीला प्रभुपाद की। प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की। श्री श्री राधा गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की। गंगा माई की, जमुना माई की, भक्ति देवी की, तुलसी महारानी की, गोलोक प्रेंदर हरिनाम संकीर्तन की। श्री मायापुर धाम की, जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, वृंदावन मथुरा धाम की। ताई गौर प्रेमानंदे। All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. अभी नरसिम्हा आरती होगा, कृपया करके बैठ जाइए। नमस्ते नरसिम्हाय, नमस्ते नरसिम्हाय, हे नमस्ते नरसिम्हाय। प्रहलाद लाद दायिने, प्रहलाद हे प्रहलाद लाद दायिने, प्रहलाद हिरण्यकाशिकूर्वक्षः, हे हिरण्यकाशिकूर्वक्षः, शिलाटङ्कनखालये, शिलाटङ्कन हे शिलाटङ्कनखालये, शिलाटङ्क इतो नरसिंहा परतो नरसिंहा, इतो नरसिंहा हे इतो नरसिंहा परतो नरसिंहा, इतो इतो नरसिंहा परतो नरसिंहा, इतो नरसिंहा हे अतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहा, यतो यतो यामि ततो, हे अतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहा, यतो यतो बहे नरसिंहा हृदये नरसिंहा, बहे बहे नरसिंहा हृदये नरसिंहा, बहे नरसिंहा हृदये नरसिंहा, नरसिंहा नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपदे, नरसिंहमदिं नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपदे नरसिंह तव कर कमलवरे नाख अद्भुत श्रृंगार ललिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृंगा केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे तव कर कमलवरे नाखा अद्भुत श्रृंगार ललिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृंगा केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश जय जगदीश हरे हरे जय केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय नरसिंहदेव 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 जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव नरसिंहदेव जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल सर्व भक्ति विघ्न विनाशक नरसिंहदेव भगवान की भक्त श्री प्रहलाद महाराज की जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की ताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरे कृष्ण। Now there will be the class on Bhagavad Gita in English language. अभी भगवद गीता पे प्रवचन होगा, कृपया करके अपनी जगह पे बैठे रहिए। जिन्हें प्रवचन सुनना है कृपया करके शांति से मंदिर हॉल में बैठे रहिए। हरे कृष्णा, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. So we'll do some kirtan for 5 minutes and then we'll have a session. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari 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 Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Jayo Radha Gopinath Radha Gopinath Radhe, Jayo Radha Gopinath Radha Gopinath, Jaya Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal, Jaya Shri Gopal, Jaya Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal, Shri Gopal, Jaya Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. O Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari. जय श्री राधा गोपीनाथ भगवान की जय, श्री गोपाल नाथ जी भगवान की जय, श्री गौर निताय भगवान की, समवेद गौर भक्त वृंद की निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे। Hare Krishna. So today we will be reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, chapter entitled Karma Yoga, text 32. So I will read the shloka, then the translation, and then the purport. After that, we'll chant some prayers and then we'll have a discussion. So the verse goes like this. Ye tu etat abhyasuyanto nanutishtanti me matam sarvagyan vimudham stan vidhi nastana chetasaha. Translation. But those who, out of envy, disregard these teachings and do not follow them regularly are to be considered bereft of all knowledge, befooled, and ruined in their endeavors for perfection. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. The flaw of not being Krishna conscious is clearly stated herein. As there is punishment for disobedience to the order of the Supreme Executive Head, so there is certainly punishment for the disobedience of the orders of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. A disobedient person, however great he may be, is ignorant of his own self and of the Supreme Brahman, Paramatma, and the Personality of Godhead due to a vacant heart. Therefore, there is no hope of perfection of life for him. So before we start the discussion, we'll have some prayers seeking the blessings of our Guru Maharaj and then all the parampara till Krishna. So those who know can repeat with me, otherwise they can just hear. Om Agyantimirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamischa Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamishya. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhano Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we welcome all the devotees to our Sunday evening Bhagavad Gita class. Last week we had a discussion on the verse 31. So those who have been here, they would have gone through this, and today we'll be having the discussion on verse number 32. So this verse, as the shloka goes, Ye tuetad abhyasuyanto nanutishtanti me matam sarvagyana vimudhamstam vidhi nastan achetasaha. So the first line, ye says, Ye tu etad abhi asuyanto. This is the first line. Ye means those. Tu, but, or however. So the but is used when there's something which has been spoken and now we are adding something, right? So then to, but is used. Means something has been spoken in the previous verse and in continuation there is something more to be added. Then this verse is there. So then we have to see what was there in the previous shloka. We'll see. I don't know how many of you were there last Sunday? Okay. So we'll see what was discussed in the 31st shlok, the previous shlok, and then this one. So ye tu etad, etad means this. Abhi asuyanto. So abhi asuyanto comes with mixed with the two words, abhi and asuyanto. Asuyanto we had discussed in the previous verse last Sunday, but still I will repeat. And abhi is added. So abhi means adhik, addition, more. Asuyantaha. Asuyanta again comes with the two words. Suyantaha. So means not. And suyantaha. Suyanta means there are three words that we had, three meanings we had discussed. So suyantaha, one is one who sees the faults. Dosh dekhna. Second is suyantaha, means one is to see the faults, second means to become angry. And third is to criticize or to blame, ninda karna. So dosh dekhna, krodh karna, ninda karna. To find faults and then to become angry and then to criticize or to blame. That is suyantaha. Asuyantaha, one who does not do that. Abhi asuyantaha. Abhi means more. One who does it in a more way, in a maximum way. One who does that. So ye tu etad abhi asuyantaha na anutishtanti. Na does not. Anu athishtanti. Anu means follow. Come together, right? Tishtanti. Tishtan means tishna, baithana, right? So one who, so in short, anutishtanti karna, doing it. Anutishtanti, me matam. My, me means my. Krishna is telling my mata. my opinion, my instruction. So anutishtanti, doing, following, right? Anutishtanti me matam, my instruction. So here, ye tu etad abhi asuyanto na anutishtanti me matam. So one, ye, who does not follow my instruction. That is the simple meaning of these two lines, right? Ye tu etad abhi asuyanta, abhi asuyanta, out of envy, out of anger, finding fault, more faults, blaming Krishna. So one who does that and does not follow my instructions, what happens to them? So in the previous shloka, which went in this way, ye tu me matamidam nityano tashtanti manavaha. Ye, those who me matam, my instruction, idam, these instructions, nityam anutishtanti manava. Nityam, regularly, every time, follows, anutishtanti, follows, does. Manava, human being. They are human beings, those who are following the instructions of Krishna. If they are not following, they are not even eligible to be called as a human being. Right? So, ye me matamidam nityam anutishtanti manava, that is 31st verse. What happens to them? Shraddhavanto asuyanto muchyantete abhikarmabhihi. Shraddha, with full faith. Anasuyanto, without envy. What happens to them? Muchyante, they became free from karmabhi, all the reactions of the activities. And here, if somebody does not, out of envy, does not follow the instructions, ye tu etad abhyasuyanto nanotishtanti me vatam. What happens to them? Sarvajnana vimudhanstan, sarvajnana, of all the knowledge. Vimudhanstan. So vimudha. Mudha means a fool, befooled, or one who sway away from the path. One who sway away from the path. Vimudha, V is added. So Vishesh Roop, V means Vishesh Rupena, in a special way. So he gets diverted in a special way. Vimudhastan, these people who Sarvagyan, Vimudhanstan, Sarvagyan, one who, even if somebody has all the knowledge of the scriptures, if somebody has read the Vedas, if somebody has understood the meaning of the shloka of the Vedas, but he does not follow the Krishna's instructions, such a jnani person who has all the knowledge of the Vedas, Vimudhanstans, get diverted. He becomes fooled. That's what Krishna is telling. So you may hear somebody reciting the verses so nicely and explaining the meaning, but if that person does not have faith in Krishna, does not have faith in the instructions of Krishna, he envies Krishna, he blames Krishna, then Vimudhanstan, he is a foolish person. He is diverted from the path. Sarvajnana vimudhanstan vidhi nastam achetasa. Vidhi, understand. Vidhi, with, comes from the vita dhatu. With Vedas comes from the vita dhatu, means to know, the knowledge, right? Vedas is the book of knowledge. So vidhi, understand. Know Arjuna, what? Nastan achetasan, that these people, they become nasta. Nasta means destroyed. Now, can a living entity be destroyed? Krishna spoke in 2nd chapter. Nobody can be destroyed. Right? Living entity, spirit, soul can't be destroyed, can't be killed. Body can, but not the soul. Then why Krishna is telling here, Vidhi nasta, achetasaha, chetasa. Chetana means consciousness, chetaha. Achetasa means without consciousness. So you know, so when Krishna is telling nastan, here does not mean that he will be killed, or he will be like, does not exist. Right? Because in the 2nd chapter, Krishna said that the soul always exists, living entity always exists. So nastan here means he is lost. Now lost means what? He does not become shunya, disappear. No, living entity is always there. But he is lost from the path. Right? Previously it is mentioned, Vimudhanstan. one who gets swayed away from the path. So that person is lost in this world. He does not know what is to be done, what is not to be done. So he becomes swayed away from the path of Krishna consciousness. Vidhi nastan achetasaha. Like a person, if he is traveling in a vehicle and he becomes achetasa, unconscious. Achetasa can mean behosh also. You know, behosh ho jana. So suppose if he is driving and he becomes unconscious, then what will happen? Where will his vehicle go? God only knows. He'll be lost. He'll be destroyed. Isn't it? So, vidhi nastan achetasaha. So see the beautiful translation, Prabhupada says, but those who out of envy disregard these teachings and do not follow them regularly are to be considered bereft of all knowledge, befooled and ruined in this endeavor for perfection. So this is what, if you do not follow the instructions of Krishna, this is what happens. Now what is the instruction of Krishna? He gave it that in the 30th verse. So he gave in 30th verse the instruction to Arjuna. In 31st verse he said that those who follow, yetu me matam idam, anutishtanti manav, one who follows that, then what happens to him? He says, Shraddhavanto anusuyanto muchante te api karma bhi. He becomes freed from all the karma. In 31st verse, one who follows that instructions. And in 32nd verse, if one does not follow, then what happens? Sarva Gyan Vimudhanstan. He becomes bereft of all the knowledge. Or even if he has all the knowledge, he is befooled, he is diverted from the path, he is swayed away from the path. And Vidhi Nastan Achetasaha, he is destroyed. He is lost. That is the simple meaning. Now let's go back to the 30th verse, which is the instruction that Krishna gave. So what is the instruction Krishna gave? So verse 30th says that, Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya adhyatma chetasa nirashir nirmamo bhutva yuddhasva vigata jvara. And meaning, Mai sarvani karmani, unto me, sarvani karmani, all the actions. See, Gita is so simple. We don't have to add anything. We just have to understand it. Now understand in what way? Analytically, all the Sanskrit verses? Meaning? No, not needed. Because Krishna is telling one who understands also, if it's bereft, if it's no faith in Krishna, he's lost. So we have to understand it from somebody who has faith in Krishna. How do you know if somebody has faith in Krishna? One who follows his instruction. How do you know one is following his instruction? By his behavior, by his etiquettes. Very simple. So, Mai sarvani karmani, unto me all the activities. What about that? Sanyasya adhyatma chetasaha. Sanyasya adhyatma chetasaha. Giving all the activities or giving. Sanyasya means, बोलते ना उसने संन्यास ले लिया है ना, सब कुछ छोड़ दिया, right? Sanyasya. So when sannyas, everybody knows sannyas le liya means he has left everything. So here sanyasya means what? Here sanyasya means, see, sannyas word comes with samya, sam, yasaha. So sam means something important, completely. And sanyasya, sam, asya, the meaningful, the wealth, which is more important. One who gives away, some, giving up, something of a wealthy thing, something which has wealth, that is called sanyasya. So here, if we add with Mai sarvani karmani, so activities, if somebody gives away. Unto whom? Krishna, Mai, unto me, Krishna is saying. So somebody who gives away all the activities to Krishna. Now giving up activities to Krishna means what? Results of the activities, right? Results of the actions. Now results of the actions. Which results of the action? Which we are doing now? Which actions? So then actions that are performed in the past, actions which are performing now, and also actions which will be doing later on. Jai Shri Radha Gopinath Bhagavan ki Jai. So, Mai sarvani karmani, all the activities of the past, present and future. Now, let's talk about the past activity, how one can give up all the activities of the past to Krishna. So now past activity. Which are the past activity that we have done? Anybody remembers? We don't know. And of this past activities, the reactions of the past activity, we are suffering these reactions. That's why we have taken birth in this body, in some family, in some place, right? So we have suffered some of the reactions, not all, right? Past means millions of births. So in this life, we have suffered some of the, when we are born, some quota is given. In this life, you have to suffer this much quota. So some of the reactions we have already gone through. So in this, so past life, about past life. And in past life, we have been animal's body, we have been in animal body, we have been in human body. In animal body, there is no karma, means reaction is not there. For animals, there is no reaction, so forget that activity. In all the past human life that we had, there are reactions, of which some are good, some are bad. So the ones which are suffering now, the bad activities, the ones which are suffering, right? So some are gone, some are there. All this offered to Krishna. Not only good, bad also. Not only bad, good also. Now somebody may say that what are the good activities that we did in the past life? Are they really good? What would be the activities good activities mean? Somebody said that if activities were good, then why we have to take birth in this life? So good activity means pious activities by which we have to enjoy. We get the result, good results. But they are not the best result. Best result means not suffering in this world, taking birth, suffering in this world. We don't have to if you have done the best of the activities. So good activities, if we see, are really not good in one sense. Because those activities, we have to, usko bhogna padega in this world. That's why suddenly we get the lottery, we get good wealth, good business, somebody cracks the exam. Due to what? Due to good activities. So results are such, but they are not the best results, because that person also has to die. So anyway, this good which we are talking about are not the best in one sense. They are not going to free us from the repeated birth and death. So all the activities in one sense are bad only. Because good, if I say the good activities, means that which will free away from the birth and death. This is the best of the activity. But anyway, good, bad, all that we have done in the past, one who offers that to Krishna. Now what about the present activities? So present activity, if we offer to Krishna, now this is being talked about whom? Devotees. Ye tu matam idam anutishtanti manavaha. One who offers this. Mai sarvani karmani. That means he's talking about devotees. He's talking about devotees. So devotees who offer this activity. So will devotees offer the bad activities to Krishna? Will not. In fact, devotee means one who does not do bad activity. Devotee means one who does not do bad activities. He does, then what he does? Good activity? He does the best activity. What are the best activity? Krishna conscious activity. These are the best activity. Why? Because Krishna conscious activity does not bear results. Because results are offered to Krishna. So if somebody does good activities, say feeding somebody, serving somebody, they are considered good activity. But because it is done as an offering to Krishna, for Krishna's pleasure, it becomes bhakti. So he does not have to bear fruit, he does not have to go to the heaven, bhogne ke liye. Because in the heaven, after enjoying there, he has to come back. And he does not perform a sinful activity, so he does not have to go to hell. But suppose if he kills somebody out of mistake, he never does a bad activity, but out of mistake he kills somebody or he happens to hurt somebody. Because he is doing for the pleasure of Krishna, anything that he does. Like Yudhishthira Maharaj was asked by Krishna to speak a lie to Arjuna. Right? Now that's, by moral code, it's a bad activity as per the Veda. But he does not have to suffer that. Why? Because he did it for the pleasure of Krishna. That becomes a bhakti. So similarly Arjuna, he killed many people in the Mahabharata Yudh. So that became a bhakti actually. So no bad, no good. It's a best activity. So devotees, they do not do bad activities at all. One time after the Mahabharata Yudh, Yudhishthir Maharaj wanted to perform Ashwamedh Yagya. Why? Because he was thinking that I have killed so many people. Because of me this war happened, and in this war most of the soldiers are killed. Because of me. That's what he was thinking. And to get rid of those sinful activities, he was thinking, let me do some Ashwamedh Yagya in Dwapar Yuga, so that the process was there. Some yagyas can be done by the king, by which they can get rid of the sin. So he was planning to do the Ashwamedh Yagya. When Krishna came to know, he told Bhima, Are Bhima, why this Yudhishthir has to do Ashwamedh Yagya? Does he think that he has done sinful activity by doing this, by this war? And if he thinks that he has taken the sins or the sins has come into him because of killing his own kinsmen or elderly people, tell him that give all this sin, place all this sin in my hand, and I will purify him. Simple offer. And you know what did Bhima reply? Bhima said that, O Krishna, my brother would have done that. But anything placed in your hand, anything offered in your hand, placed in your hand, it gets increased, magnified by 100 times. If you give something to Krishna, it magnifies. You give little, you take one step to Krishna, Krishna takes things that you have taken 10 steps towards him. Krishna magnifies that. Oh, he has given me. Like Putana, she came with what intention? To feed milk. So Krishna is taking, oh, she has come, she's so kind. She has just come to take that milk. Krishna just took that. So similarly, if somebody gives him sin, then what will happen? That will be magnified hundreds of times. So my brother will not do that. But yeah, he will do the Ashwamedh Yagya and then offer the results of that Ashwamedh Yagya to you. See? So Yudhishthir Maharaj, though he may be thinking, let me do Ashwamedh Yagya to get rid of the sin, but for whose pleasure? Krishna's pleasure. Offering to whom? Krishna. So anything good. So Yudhishthir Maharaj does only good activity. Even if he thinks out of humility that he has done a lot of killing, because of him the killing happened. You see? So first of all, devotees don't perform the bad activities, and then what to speak of offering to Krishna? See, if you understand this what Krishna spoke, that if Yudhishthir Maharaj if he thinks he has done bad activity, let him place unto my hand. And he is telling to whom? For whom? For Yudhishthir Maharaj, for a devotee. So Krishna does not tell to anybody. One who keeps doing sinful activity, and Krishna said, Aapke sin mujhe arpan kar do. No. Krishna tells to somebody who is following the instruction of Krishna. So that is the import of this pastime. And then what Bhima told, that devotees will not offer sinful reactions to Krishna. So two things, devotees will never perform, and then second is does not offer. And Krishna, first thing, Krishna does not ask somebody who has not done, who has done the sinful activity. He tells to somebody who has not done. So in this way, that is about the present activity. And what about the future activity? For devotees, there is no future activities, because after this life, where he goes? Spiritual world. And there he relishes, or he does his activities based on the 5 sambandhas, 5 relationship, in the form of a Shantaras, Dasyaras, Vatsalyaras, Sakhyaras, Madhuryaras. There is no Santaras as such, but he does that. So in this one of the 5 ways, he reciprocates with Krishna. So the future activities are not there only. So in short, Mai Sarvani Karmani Sanyasya Adhyatma Chetasaha. One who offers this, Nir-ashi, without any asha. Nir-ashi, ni means no, without asha. Nir-mama, without nir means not, mama, mine. Considering anything in mind. So without expectation of the results, nirashir, nir-mamo, without saying that this belongs to me, taking the proprietorship of anything that he does, that he has, thinking everything belongs to whom? Krishna. With that consciousness, Krishna is telling, Yuddhasva vigata jvara. O Krishna, O Arjuna, you fight. Vigata jvaraha. Vigata means without. Jvara. So jvara means laziness. So without being lazy, without nir ashir, nirmamo, not without, with nir ashir, nirmamo, fight. And for us, offer all our actions, or all of the fruits of all the actions to Krishna. In that way, surrender to Krishna. One who does that, 31st verse says, Muchante te sarva karma bhi. He gets freed from the reaction. And one who does not does that, te abhi asuyanto nanu tishtanti me matam sarva jnana vimudhanstan. One who sarva jnana vimudha. Even if he has all the knowledge, he gets diverted, swayed away. Nashta chetasaha achetasaha. So ye tu etat anasunayanto. Out of envy. Now this anasuyanto has three meanings we talked about. So one is finding the faults. Like in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, verse, chapter something, some 13, 33 or 13, there is one pastime, Advaita Acharya. So he would comment on the Bhagavad Gita. And when he would comment on the Bhagavad Gita, in his shloka, he would bring bhakti. He would comment in a bhakti way. If there is no bhakti, he will not find peace. So he'll see every shloka where in any shloka he will bring bhakti. If he does not find a bhakti meaning, he will not eat, he will not drink anything. He'll simply, without eating, sleeping, without eating and drinking anything, he'll go and sleep. And then what would happen in his sleep, in a dream, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would come and tell him the meaning, the bhakti meaning of that shloka. And then he would tell him, now go and eat. Honor prasad. So, Advaita Acharya, see how he behaved. He read the verse. He did not find a bhakti meaning in that. So now he had two options. He would have criticized. He would have found faults in the Bhagavad Gita. But he did not do that. He did not find fault. What did he do? He found fault in himself, thinking that I could not understand. I could not understand the bhakti purport of what Krishna has written. So sometimes we read something and we do not understand and how this could be. Do not blame Krishna. That what it has written in this Veda, in the scriptures by Krishna. No. We do not know. We do not understand the meaning. So that is how, not finding the faults. Then second, getting angry, krodha karna. Same again, Advaita Acharya, not Advaita Acharya, this time Nityanand Prabhu and Haridas Thakur. So these two personalities, great souls, were given an order by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that you both go to every house and chant the holy names. Request them to take the holy names. Go to every house in the Nadia and request them to chant the holy names of Krishna. Now, when they would go in every house, some people, faithful people, will accept and they would become happy. And those who were envious, they would chastise them. These two mad people have come. They have become mad by chanting this mantra. And they are coming to our house to notice what is where, so that they can come later on and steal, conduct a theft in our house. So in this way, they would say anything. Happens, no? When we preach, when we distribute books, things will happen. Not everything will go peacefully. Some people will criticize, some people will say anything. So now, this Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur, they did not got angry with Krishna or with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, saying that what kind of service he has given to me. They did not do that. Instead, they were happy taking the names of Krishna. Nadiya Godru me Nityananda Mahajan Padiyache Nam Hatta Jivera Karana. They have opened Nadiya Godru me Nityananda Mahajan. He's a great soul. He has opened a Nam Hatta. He has opened a marketplace selling holy name. For whose karan? For what purpose? For Jive Ranakan, for the conditioned souls. He has opened a marketplace. And what he is selling? Krishna Nam. Bolo Krishna, bhajo Krishna, karo Krishna shiksha. Bolo Krishna, chant Krishna's name. Karo Krishna shiksha. Bhajo Krishna, worship Krishna. Karo Krishna shiksha. Learn and teach Krishna about Krishna. Shraddhavan jana hai, Shraddhavan jana hai. Oh Shraddhavan people, faithful people. You saw in 32nd verse that one needs to have a Shraddha. Shraddhavan jana hai. And then, how can one chant names of Krishna? Chhadi anachar. So stop sinning. No more sin. And in that way, chant Loho Krishna Naam. Chhadi anachar. Without sins, leave the sins and take Krishna Naam. Krishnera samsara kaho. Krishnera samsara karo. Let Krishna be our world. And in this way, being merciful to all the people, chant the names of Krishna. Sarva Dharmasar. That is the highest religion which is mentioned. Krishnera samsara karo chhadiyana cha. Jive daya. Be merciful to all the living entities. Very simple, na? Do not sin anyone. Do not do sins. Be merciful to all the people. Serve all the people. Chant names of Krishna without any aparad. Aparada shunya hoye. Loho Krishna Naam. Without any aparad, chant names of Krishna. So that's the simple way one can follow the instructions of Krishna and surrender unto Krishna. And with this, anasuyanto. So that is the second meaning of anasuyanto. Not being angry with Krishna. When we serve Krishna, when we do service, any service that we do, some obstacles will come. But not getting angry for that. And then the first one is ninda karna. Blaming Krishna. Like somebody comes and to the temple, worships Krishna, and then loses something. You know, some theft happens, loses something, or while going on the staircase, just drifts away, falls down. So should not think that, oh, I have come to worship Krishna and why this is happening to me. Or some accident happens of a near and dear ones. So one should not at that time blame Krishna. That, oh, I am doing so much for Krishna, why is Krishna is doing all this to me? So that is anasuyanto. Do not envy Krishna. Or stop the process following. Ye tu etad anasuyanto nanutishtanti me matam sarvagyana vimudhanstam vidhi nastan achetasaha. Now how can one know that one is following Krishna, the instructions of Krishna? One time Prabhupada was asked that, oh Prabhupada, how do we know that we are following the injunctions of Krishna? So Prabhupada says that by your behavior. By your behavior. Whenever you see any senior devotees, whether you offer respects to them or not, by your behavior one will come to know. Because who will fall down or who will do the naman? Kaun jhukega? One is humble. Only he will. And who will be humble? By one who follows the instructions of Krishna. He will have humility. Jai, Hare Krishna. So, any questions? Yes, Mataji. Other than? Okay. So the question is, apart from giving a donation, how do we offer everything to Krishna? Right? So donation is one part. Right? Apart from that, how we offer everything to Krishna? Okay, what do we do? Let's take what activities do we do right from getting up in the morning? What we do? We brush our teeth. We get up, we brush our teeth, we take bath, then we cook something, or we go for a walk, and then we cook something, and then we go to office, and then we come back, and then I have to ask you, because do we read scriptures? You take bath, read scriptures, do your Sandhya Vandanam, Aarti, be with your near and dear ones, read scriptures, or open mobile and sit with mobile, chat with friends. So of course these activities are not offered to Krishna, isn't it? But if somebody who gets up in the morning, the very first thing he does is remembers Krishna. Chants name of Krishna. Just when we get up, remember Krishna. That Krishna has given this day. And otherwise people don't even wake up in the morning. Most of the heart attack happens in the morning. People do not wake up. So Krishna has given this day. I'm very grateful to Krishna. And then we put a feet on the Dharti Mata. Right? She's a Dharti Mata. So beg forgiveness. We're putting our feet. But anyway, remembering Krishna, we start our day. And then we cleanse our body. Thinking with this, it's our duty. Krishna has given us this body. Why we are doing that? Why we are brushing our teeth? Because Krishna has given this body. This is like a vehicle. It's our duty to service that vehicle, because this vehicle is going to take us to our destination. So this body is given by Krishna. It's my duty to brush my teeth. And then take bath. Of course, there are so many details. And then take bath. Become fresh. Then somebody applies oil or does yogasana, goes for a walk. For what? Not to look good, but just to service. And servicing means, when we service, we do not keep on oiling the vehicle or cleaning the vehicle as much as required. Right? Not doing over gym or over whatever is, just to look good. No. Whatever is required. Do that much yogasana every day, as much as it is required. Not on Ekadashi day. That's the day of focusing. So whatever is required, doing that. Take bath and then cooking or whatever activity, morning Mangalarti, some devotees do at home if they have time. And then chant the names of Krishna. Because in the morning time, there's a fresh time. Nobody's there. No sound, outside world. They're sleeping. That's the best time to focus. Brahma Muhurat. So devotees, they utilize that morning time. Even non-devotees, if they want to focus, for students to study, this morning time is the best time. So utilizing that time for meditating, for chanting the names of God, that shows that one is following the instructions of God. One is surrendered to Lord. And then of course we go to our work. For what purpose? To earn money. For what? To feed our stomach, to feed for our body will be healthy. To feed our family. Right? That is the thing. So we do it. But then why our family only? Every living entity is our brothers and sisters. So for their benefit we do something. Jive Daya. So for all the living being. Never hurt somebody, even by our words. So let's sell the tambaku and bidi and earn money. Will that help? No. That will hurt others. So not doing, so do activity which will at least help others. Or simple business. If you have a provision store, this is what we have. This is the price. right? We trade, we give more, we give proper quantity, and we have our rate, right? We charge more naturally, we have profits. We don't have to tell that, oh, I am giving it for the less price. No, we are taking benefits, right? And we do not cheat by giving less. Whatever quantity, whatever we have said, we give that much. We charge them whatever we want. If you want more profit, charge more. Whatever is the business. And then, with the money that we get, we feed our family, take care of our children. But that's taking care of their body, no, taking care of their soul. One cannot be a father, one cannot be a mother, one cannot be a guru, one cannot be a teacher unless one helps one's dependents to get rid of this material world. So first duty is to give Krishna consciousness. And that can be done by our behavior. If they see us performing devotional service, naturally they will learn. And then we teach them. We put them in such a place where they will be inclined to surrender to Krishna in whatever best way. Today's modern education, very difficult. But trying all the ways by which we can best give them Krishna consciousness. Bringing them to temple on Sundays and other festival days. They will learn. You see small children, they come, they will hear. Even if they don't hear, they just move around. They'll connect with the temple. Oh, this is the place I used to go in childhood. People are good here. People are good means devotees, means we all have to behave with children, with others nicely. That's the important thing. Things of this world will not make us happy. But how we relate with our near and dear ones, with our friends, with the people of this world, that will make us happy. Otherwise, they are very wealthy people who are working so hard, earning so much, but they are lonely. You see, the majority of the people, they are lonely. They have a big mansion, they are staying there, and they are lonely. But you see these people staying on the road, and they have their family, they have children. And they bring something, they get something, and happily share with each other. So I am not telling that be poor, I am not telling that. My point is, be together with loved, near and dear ones. And how that can happen? By serving them. Not demanding, love me, ye karo. No, by serving them. We just have to do what we can do. Our duty is to serve. Our duty is to serve. With whomever we are staying, what is our duty? Understand that. What they are supposed to do, we have expectations, right? If we serve in this way, they should also reciprocate, right? If we talk nicely to the people, we expect that people should also talk nicely. But that's not in our control. So if somebody speaks harshly or behaves harshly, that's okay, that's their way of dealing. We can give the benefit of doubt, maybe something. If uprightly somebody does something, then we request them. Maybe request them, why such thing? If we are, disturbed by such behavior, we can request them. Means what happened? Anything that I did, so that I can. And that person does not reply back, then fine. Let's keep a safe distance. Without reason, if somebody does that. Means dealing nicely, properly, basically, the practical way, whatever is needed. Without criticizing, without hurting any devotee, any people. And serving. That's what will give us happiness. In whatever way we can serve, devotees or non-devotees. Be with the devotees only, so there is no connection with non-devotees. But yeah, for preaching purpose, we have to. And we learn a lot from other non-devotees also. So in that way, interacting and then spending time with the scriptures every day. Otherwise, it's very difficult to continue, to follow the process. So in that song that we sung, Jive Daya, be merciful to all living beings, because already everyone is suffering in this world. So being tolerant, do whatever we can do for them. And of course with devotees, or life for them, for devotees and for Guru. Chanting names of Krishna. And then when we go to bed, thank Krishna that He has given us this day. Reflect if we can, what we did, how it went well, what we did not did, how we can improve. Thank Krishna. And then with the desire to get up in the morning, we sleep. We take rest. And who wakes us up? Krishna. Yeah, if you see, of course we put alarm, but actually Krishna wakes us up. Even if you don't put the alarm, same time, He will wake us up. If we regularly are doing, no, exactly around that time, He will wake us up. Otherwise, when we sleep, we forget ourselves, right? We are not conscious of this body. And if you go in a dream, it's like we are relating with somebody else, ourselves only, but in a dream. But if we have a good sleep, we don't even get a dreams. But if we sleep late till morning, in the morning you will get a maximum dream, if you have noticed. You see, after sunrise, if somebody keeps sleeping, we will get many dreams. But if we get up before sunrise, especially in Brahma Muhurat, and be ready for sun, the sun who is the eyes of Lord, the sun God, when He comes, and we are ready to welcome Him. So we have taken our bath before sun rises. Anyone who sleeps after sun rises, his knowledge will be lost, his wealth will be lost, he is unclean. So we just follow the injunctions of the scriptures. And for that we have to read Gita and Bhagavat. Somebody, like this incident happened, Pahalgam, they were asking, tell some aapka kya bolo? What the Muslims were telling? Kalma. So they said, अरे मेरे को मेरे ही शास्त्र का एक श्लोक नहीं आता, तो तुम्हारे शास्त्र का कलमा कहाँ से बोलूँगा? That is our condition. We don't even know any shloka of our scriptures. So we have to read our scriptures. So what Krishna is telling, the injunctions of Krishna, if somebody does not read Gita, what will happen? It's not even a Sanatani. So understand what is Krishna telling. And understand from whom? From a devotee of the Lord, one who is following. Not somebody who has read Gita scrutinizingly, not that way. Because even the Britishers during East India Company, when they came long ago, so there were scholars who purposely read scrutinizingly all the Vedas. And they rewrote all the scriptures in such a way that they belittled Krishna's position. Like Krishna everywhere, you see, Krishna says, one who remembers me, comes unto me, I am the Supreme Lord. Everywhere, Krishna mentions that. But they have belittled Krishna's position. And by reading that, people were bereft of all the understanding as to why this Vedas, the purpose of Vedas. Why? Because Krishna they have taken out. So if we read such Bhagavad Gita, then our doubts are not cleared. Then we will not be following. But if you see in ISKCON, you ask anyone, any question, answers will be same. You ask them who is God, they will tell the name of God, they will tell the address of the God, they will tell them the relatives of the God, they will tell them who are the closest to the God, Krishna. Who are the closest? Whom does Krishna like most? Who loves Krishna the most? Any question you ask, same answer. Why? And that too by quoting the shloka. Because same, philosophy is same, what Krishna is telling, understanding is same. So we are very fortunate that Prabhupada has given this Bhagavad Gita. Whole translation, not only Gita, Bhagavat, and many other books, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, nowhere to find. So many books Prabhupada has given. Okay, I hope that answers your question. Any other question? Okay, so it's the time for Kirtan. So we'll take part in Shayan Darshan. Thank you very much. See you all next Sunday. Hare Krishna. Jai. Jai. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki Jai.